Job number 2026-1471-2. We're accessing the sewer through a 4-inch cleanout tee located on the stack towards the back of the home. We are out at the city main sewer connection, roughly about 97-98 feet, looking at the flow of the city main sewer from left to right, heading northward on the street in front of the house. A little pile of tree roots remaining in the city main sewer after doing a lot of the root cutting, so that should flush on out once the volumes get big enough. Passing back from the city main sewer, our first couple feet is 6-inch PVC. Transition to clay at about 94 feet. We have some continuous water flow through here. As we'll see, there's some groundwater infiltrating the lateral, or the building drain and lateral.
You're on mute. Does that matter?
Remaining root here at about 86. This was a smaller root formation at the beginning. Remaining root at 80 is again a smaller root formation. Remaining root at 76. This was also a smaller root. Remaining root at 74. This was a very large root mass, blocking most of the pipe, over 90%. Cut back nicely. Remaining root at 71 and 72, this was also a very, very large root mass. This was the reason for the active backup of the sewer at this point. That's cut back as much as possible, pretty nicely. Remaining root at 69, this was also a larger formation, cut back as much as possible. Remaining root at 67, this was also a very large root mass, cut back as much as possible. There's some thicker taproots growing in from the top, but that's as much as we can trim them. Remaining root at 65, this is more of a medium root growth, but again cut back very well. Remaining root at 61, this was also a large formation, cut back as much as we could. Root at 59 was also a very large root mass. These large ones were all over 90% blockages. Another large root mass at 57, cut back as much as possible. Smaller root mass, cut back almost completely. Another smaller root formation, cut back almost completely. 51 feet was another smaller root mass. 49 feet here, we had another smaller root mass, cut back as much as possible. Transitioning to PVC for the relatively newly installed building cleanout. We do see some pooling in this section here. So from 44 up to the end here, we just see some persistent water. 44 to 48. And then here we see where our groundwater infiltration is happening. pretty consistent flow. There's looks to be a 6-inch clay tee on its back. From the work that was done recently, it was reported that this is our vent connection for what used to be the house trap. Still connected, and the joints for that tee must be allowing the groundwater infiltration. So that's where that's coming from. Visible on the upper left corner looks to be a Y connection. Uncertain exactly what that is at this time, possibly heading over to an abandoned downspout, yet to be determined. Passing back through out through a branch of a Y, you can see from left to right, that's the run of a Y fitting, heading to an unknown destination, possibly to the rear capped downspout connection, yet to be determined. Angling across the basement at roughly a 45. Coming about here and now running parallel with our foundation wall to the north. A little bit of pooling water here through this section. Y connection off to the upper left. We ran a bucket of water down the floor drain, and this is in fact our floor drain connection. Another Y coming in on the top right. This is from the laundry tub. And lastly, another Y on the top left, unknown what exactly that connects to. Going up the base of our stack, transitioning to cast iron from the clay. Transitioning to a PVC cleanout tee. Our access is our cleanout tee through this stack.